Hey guys, welcome to the channel. What does cottage cheese have to do with Cinco de Mayo, Taco Tuesday, or just a regular snack? Evidently, you can make queso with it. Today on the channel, we're gonna make a cottage cheese queso dip for those nachos, those tacos, or even vegetables like broccoli if you want. I'm Jamie with SavorySaver. I share gluten-free recipes, tips, tricks, and resources to make your gluten-free lifestyle easier. So please consider hitting subscribe and let's make some queso. Okay, so real quick, I really like queso. We have it in the house on a regular basis. I'll buy the store brands like Gordo's, but you know, sometimes it's cheaper to make it. Gordo's runs $5 or $6 a container. You gotta make sure it's gluten-free and all that mess. So I saw this recipe. I thought it was a good one to try. Cottage cheese is a little bit better for you than just cheeses. This is sharp cheddar that I have, and it's still higher in calories per serving than cottage cheese. Cottage cheese has more protein and less fat. So why not give it a shot? Let's go. So I am gonna be using the high-speed blender for this. If you do not have a high-speed blender, by all means, dig out the immersion blender if you have one of those, or even your food processor. That should work just fine. It's cottage cheese, it'll break it down. So, to my container, I'm going to add 2/3 of a cup of cottage cheese, 3 tablespoons of shredded cheese. I'm using sharp cheddar. Use whatever shredded cheese blend that you like. Yellow, of course, if you want to see yellow queso. 3 tablespoons of milk. I am using 1%. That's typically what I have in the house. At this point, should be able to make cheese sauce. I am gonna add some seasoning to mine because I want it more like a nacho cheese sauce. So these seasonings are all to your taste. I'm gonna add a sprinkle of cumin. Guys, you shouldn't need a whole lot of any of it, just a little bit of each. Garlic powder, onion powder, and finally, I'm gonna add a little bit of paprika. Again, use some, none, all, whatever you wanna do. I'm gonna put on the lid, pop it on, blend it till smooth. Now, with the lighting, you can't really tell probably, but it's very, very light orange. Hardly any color to it because, of course, it's more cottage cheese than the cheddar. I am gonna heat this up. So I've got my bowl. I'm gonna put it in the bowl. Now, let's pop it in the microwave for 15 or 20 seconds just to warm it up a little bit. All right, so I heated this for just about 15, 20 seconds. You don't want to do it too much or it will break. And we don't want the cheese to break. We actually want it to be creamy and smooth. So it's pretty smooth there. Warmed just through. So as far as putting it over stuff, this would be great. Dipping it would be great. But obviously we don't want it super hot. Give it a taste. So I really like this as a queso that is just a little bit healthier than your normal queso. It's also good because no flour, so there's no butter and flour to make a roux first, giving us that cheese sauce. It's not quite as orange as I would like. I have a feeling we could add more cheddar. That would add more calories, of course, but we could probably add more cheddar to make it, you know, more orange. Not a problem there if you wanted to do that. Cinco de Mayo, Taco Tuesday, inexpensive, you know, cheese sauce to try for either of those, or on a Friday or Saturday night when I like to get into the chips and salsa or chips and cheese. Cottage cheese queso. I think we did it, guys. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me any comments below, and I hope to see you on the next video.